Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings San Francisco. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, December 22nd. You'll be interested to know. 81 years ago, today, in 1944, Allied forces sealed a hard-fought breakthrough in the Ardennes, pushing back a last major German winter offensive and liberating besieged towns. That victory marked a decisive turning point that restored momentum to the Allied advance, shortening the road to final victory in Europe and boosting morale across armies and homelands. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Monday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking fair with waves at 3 to 4 plus feet. Conditions are clean until around noon, when they shift to fair again. Winds are onshore at 3 to 5 miles per hour, picking up slightly to 6 miles per hour by the afternoon. Best time to ride is at 8 a.m., with a 4-foot incoming mid-tide, when the west-southwest swell is 4.5 feet at 9 seconds, and the onshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 3.5 feet at 6 a.m., followed by a 6-foot high tide at noon. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 56 degrees for the water temperature. Expect choppy conditions with wave heights ranging from 4 to 6 feet on Tuesday, as winds pick up to around 28 miles per hour by evening. Wednesday sees a slight drop in size, with fair conditions early, but choppy surf later, ranging from 5 to 8 feet. Thursday brings bigger surf, peaking at 8 to 11 feet, though conditions remain challenging throughout the day. This morning, there's light rain, and it feels like 55 degrees, with 12 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 4:55, and it will rise again tomorrow at 7:23. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday will be rainy and cool with a high near 58, a southeast wind near 10 to 22 miles per hour and gusts up to 36, and widespread rainfall of about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Rain continues overnight into Wednesday with lows near 50 and additional similar rainfall. Then Wednesday and Thursday through Friday remain mostly cloudy with highs in the mid-50s and nighttime lows around 50, with rain likely again Friday night. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the 2026 FIFA World Cup host committee in the San Francisco Bay Area is considering a reduction in official fan festivals due to a less appealing draw of matches. Levi Stadium will host 6 games, including 5 group stage matches, but failed to secure any involving top-tier nations. Sources suggest that instead of large fan fests, the region may pivot to smaller community watch parties, as the cost of fan events can exceed $1 million per day. Local media has criticized the match lineup, calling it a potential death blow to the local economy. The host committee remains optimistic, emphasizing the importance of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for local fans. Now on to sports. Drake May guided New England to a pair of fourth-quarter touchdowns, rallying his team from an 11-point deficit to a 28-24 victory over Baltimore on Sunday night, which clinched a postseason spot for the Patriots and dealt a devastating blow to the Ravens' playoff hopes. Down 24-13 in the fourth quarter, May answered with a 37-yard scoring strike to Kyle Williams and a 2-point conversion pass to Ramondre Stevenson, made it a 3-point game with 9 minutes to play. After New England forced a punt, the Patriots drove 89 yards for the winning touchdown. The Ravens, who lost Lamar Jackson to a back injury in the second quarter, turned the ball over on their final drive on a fumble by Zay Flowers. And tonight on Monday Night Football, the 49ers are at the Colts at 8:15 Eastern on ESPN and ABC. The odds favor the 49ers by 6 points. Against the spread, the 49ers are 9-5, while the Colts are 8-6. In a last meeting, the Colts defeated the 49ers 30-18 on October 24th. The 49ers offense ranks 10th overall with a scoring rank of 11th. The Colts offense ranks 8th overall with a scoring rank of 6th. Look out for 49ers wide receiver Joan Jennings, who caught 2 touchdown passes last game, bringing his total to 6 in the last 6 games. The key matchup will be San Francisco's run defense against Jonathan Taylor, who is chasing his second league rushing title. In local sports, I will never leave Steph Curry, says head coach Steve Kerr, amid speculation on the Golden State Warriors' future. As long as Steph Curry is on the team, Kerr has no plans to leave. His recent extension keeps him with the Warriors through the current season, but his future remains uncertain. Curry also shared his desire to play for Kerr. Despite the Warriors' struggles, Kerr praised Curry, calling him one of the finest human beings he has ever known. Tonight at 7, the Warriors host the Magic. In top news, Sony Group has agreed to acquire a 41% stake held by Canadian entertainment company WildBrain in Peanuts Holdings for $457.2 million. The Japanese conglomerate announced on Friday that 2 of its subsidiaries, Sony Music Entertainment Japan and Sony Pictures Entertainment, will purchase the stake for 630 million Canadian dollars. After this transaction, the subsidiaries will indirectly own an 80% equity interest in Peanuts, which will become a consolidated subsidiary of Sony. This transaction is subject to regulatory approvals and other closing conditions. In business news, stocks rallied on Friday, capping a mixed week for major averages in the final full trading week of 2025. The tech-heavy Nasdaq composite rose about 0.4%, while the blue-chip Dow Jones Industrial Average fell about 0.7%. All 3 major indexes will enter the final 7 trading sessions of 2025 within 3% of record highs. Investors will focus on the prospects of a Santa Claus rally and upcoming economic data from the Conference Board. American consumers are entering the holidays with less joy as consumer sentiment remains significantly below last December's levels. Traders are hopeful for a Santa Claus rally despite lingering concerns about valuations. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% over the weekend to $89,000. Ethereum is up 0.5% to just over $3,000. And XRP is up 0.5% to $1.92. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Google has filed a lawsuit against SERP API, a company that offers tools to scrape content on the web, including Google's search results. SERP API is accused of violating the Copyright Act by using deceptive means to automatically access and take Google's search results at an astonishing scale. Google argues that its search results include a substantial amount of copyrighted content, including images. It alleges that SERP API undermines its investment in licenses by making the content available to other services that need not incur similar costs. Google asks the court to order SERP API to stop circumventing its restrictions against scraping. And in entertainment news, Avatar: Fire and Ash sets the box office ablaze with a scorching $345 million global premiere. The success of James Cameron's fantasy threequel marks the 5th major weekend in a row at the domestic box office. Despite a downturn from Avatar: The Way of Water, each entry in the franchise has proven an enduring success, racking up hundreds of millions. New premieres occupied the leading spots, including the animated Christian film David, the erotic thriller The Housemaid, and the comical family film The SpongeBob Movie, Search for SquarePants. Cameron's franchise has now earned over $5.6 billion globally, breaking every record for profitability. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American economist and author, Milton Friedman. And he said, "Only a crisis, actual or perceived, produces real change. When that crisis occurs, the actions that are taken depend on the ideas that are lying around." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Morning San Francisco.